Welcome back, everybody, to Game 2 of Aster versus 9 Pandas. We've got Aster with a 1-game lead, though that Game 1 was very close. That was, the panel was talking about. High-tier game, you would say? Wow, look at this guy already. Now that he's retired, he can go ahead and talk down on these guys.
Honestly, I think Aster... Okay, in a world where Aster execute theoretically perfectly, I think they can destroy that game.
Okay.
Like, I'm not sure Aster were too happy about how that game went. I mean, they're happy they won. But that game, I'm telling you, that game got a little spooky towards the end. Like, you get some of those late-game talents online. If the bat doesn't die to Tormentor, like, you win one or two of those base defense fights, game might get a little weird.
So you're saying the panel doesn't know what they're talking about?
Who was on the panel?
That would be Purge, Effie, and Jenkins.
No, they're good.
Oh, okay. Who were you looking for?
I don't know, I think we'll leave that to the viewer's imagination.
I don't think that's going to do it. He's going to need another one.
Ooh.
He's got another decay coming up in 1 second, but no. Okay, Solo just doing a little bullying, but it is going to be Boboka Venomancer. Which should, in theory, absolutely destroy Solo's undying idea of how to play and win the lane. It's
a fun matchup.
I don't know what I would do.
You just go for the level 2 tombstone kill. That's pretty much it. But the fact Solo's spent this much time off the lane already is bad news, as Ramses is not going to win this one-on-one. XSS gets free waves. It's always what you want for the Beastmaster. So Boboka doing his job early. We'll see if he can keep it up. This mid matchup is the really interesting one, though, right? Like, is Sumail going to win with the mid Morphling versus Lina? Because Lina used to be an old-school counter versus the Morph.
Yeah, what are your thoughts about Lina and where she's at right now?
I have no idea. This is the first time we've seen her the entire patch. I don't think anybody knows. I don't know if Kiyotaka knows. He's about to find out. I think the shard buff is pretty damn nice. It means you get 140 damage for all of your spells off that shard. Dragon Slate is now 8 seconds, plus the level 10 talent, you can reduce it to 4.5 second cooldown for a 325 damage nuke, plus 140 from the shard means you're looking at 365 damage every 4.5 seconds. You throw an Octarine Core on there, you're looking at almost 3.25 for 465 damage. Throw a Kaya on top of that, and suddenly you're nuking people for 500 damage in AoE every 3.5 seconds. I mean, that sounds pretty good.
You know, sometimes you actually do show why you're a good analyst.
Yeah, all those numbers were correct.
I know.
Yeah,
I was keeping track. I was like, wow.
I know, you were just staring, looking to find a hole. I did that all from memory, too. And you saw that shit, because I wasn't even looking at it.
He wasn't. I do have to wonder if you prepared for that.
No, I just know my fucking Dota.
Oh, okay.
Jeez, get off my back, man. You know, some people actually study this game. Respect the art.
Yeah, who's that?
I mean, that's me. You know, once upon a time, it was my job. I know it's hard to believe. But yeah,
I mean, you're saying it's still your job.
Well, not really. Now my job is just talk shit and watch other people figure it out. I mean, it sounds good on paper, right?
Yeah. Boboka is dead. There you go. Man, you're 2 for 2, Avery. They went for the tombstone kill. I mean, that's all you could play for.
But Boko, he was too low. Like, you want to be in a position where you're cutting Sundyne up, but you're high HP, so you can't go for the all-in kill. So all-in kill was the way they can win the lane. They got it. Pretty happy for Ramses now. The other problem with the Veno is he's playing in the Terrorblade, so you don't want to skill Poison Sting early. It just gets reflected onto you, and it's a nuisance.
Oh, he got it.
Damn. Oh, my God.
And the hard camp pull that Solo tried to block earlier, but didn't get there in time, is now actually going to be used to 9 Panda's favor.
Wait, is that a My Little Pony courier?
No. I don't know what it is, but I know it's nothing branded like that.
Oh, I know what that's the Candy Works courier. Oh, man, I thought they added My Little Pony to Dota. I was like, that was the brand crossover we all were waiting for.
Finally.
Finally, Valve puts the big bucks up for an IP.
Boboka had a hell of a Game 1 performance, but frankly, he is struggling now in Game 2. That was, I don't know what exactly that was, but...
That was a feed.
It was a feed, yeah.
He is having a rough early game. I mean, 4 Veno is awkward. It really is, because Veno thrives when he can play in a defensive nature. You go into him, he gets a Gale, and he can chase you down the lane. When you're playing for Veno, you have to run and contest pulls. You get out of position. The hero's really kind of slow and clunky. It's awkward. So I'm kind of surprised that Aster went for this, but obviously they were trying to get this Undyne Veno matchup that on paper can be good, but is not working out as Solo is too experienced with the Dirge.
Well, you might be onto something, because this is apparently Boboka's first game of Venomancer.
Ever?
Yeah.
Okay, well, congrats. Congrats, Boboka. Round of applause for Boboka. Gets to play a new hero.
Hey! I don't know if it's the kind of debut he was hoping for, but... Where is he? I mean, I see him. He's in the triangle, but, like, why
Where
is he?
He's in an Aster team house.
Oh.
Ramses is gone, though. What happened? Whoa. Is that actually Ramses? Like, do we know if that's actually Ramses? What if it's his cousin or brother or something? All we see is a forehead.
Yeah, could be anybody's forehead.
That could be. That could literally be anybody.
Well, anybody with black hair and a short cropped cut.
I mean, I guess people can probably recognize his hair and chin from the Gillette commercial.
The Head and Shoulders.
Yeah, Head Shoulders too. That's right.
Yeah.
That's true. Very recognizable.
Iconic play.
National brand figure. As Kiyotaka is destroying mid 27-5 to 17-4 for Sumail. This is a Lina favored matchup, and it appears to still be a Lina favored matchup as Sumail is just tanking stun after stun. Even went for the early rain drop. Not an item we see mid laners pick up in every matchup, as it's just going to get drained, and that's net worth out the window. But Ops for it, time.
There is the bash coming, and Miro. Surely there's a bash coming.
Is it?
Surely there's a bash coming. Okay, well, they got the kill without the bash, so Monet has a guaranteed bash coming up.
That was impressive.
Yeah, that was like 9 hits.
That was genuinely impressive. Okay. He's storing up his RNG for later in the game.
Uh-huh.
Not a bad sign. As Boboka, notice he is still not skilled Poison Sting on this lane. Fearing that reflection.
Yeah.
It hurts you a lot in these exchanges. Hurts you a lot in these exchanges. We'll finally skill it. A little after the fact. Ramsey's like, yo, Solo, you want to deny, brother?
I mean, he does want to die, right? So he could just get full
yeah,
HP,
surprised.
full
I would have asked for the deny, actually. But Solo is a braver man than I am. We'll stick around. They're just going for the kill again. Meta's back up. And now you're getting Poison Sting.
Oh, he leveled it up and immediately got punished for it. This lane, this 4 position, Veno, it's just not working. Can you move the Disruptor up here or something? Like,
they got destroyed. Antares will get glimpsed to base on that bottle refill, which will not get refilled. Pretty nice glimpse play to contest the 6-minute rune, which
that is good.
Will go their way with the illusion bottom. But yeah, this lane phase is rough for Aster right now. This is kind of the opposite of last game. They are not finding momentum in a lot of places with this double carry greedy draft. You'd hope it would be the Beastmaster. XSS does go for the Vanguard. Maybe you can find something off of this just solo up there, but what is Boboka going to do in this game? Can't really roam that easily either. You're roaming for a Morphling #1, but it's against Alina, who's always going to be high resources because Morphling can't ship this hero. Tough position for Aster in the next couple minutes here. Maybe got to find something with a big Chrono Kill or Roar, or I don't know. Oh!
Almost got him. I mean, you said the Lina is the counter to the Morphling. It's got to be for multiple reasons, right? It wins the lane, and it has the potential to just blow up the Morphling when he's low.
I mean, if that were the old stun duration off LSA.
That's true.
He's gone. But of course, Sumail, he is one of the ultimate Dota mathematicians here, knows his limits perfectly.
Very early Sunder, just to be able to get the kill on XSS, take away 50% of his health, run him down with the Tombstone. 9 Pandas continue to just run away with this laning phase, a 2,000 net worth lead. And don't forget, 9 Pandas, Miro's been playing this lane halfway solo because Antares has been doing a little bit of stacking as well. So if they get a kill here, Monet managed to time walk away. Kiyotaka going to be pulled back in. He's going to go for the kill on to Boboka before he dies. Sumail will clean him up in return, though. Well worth it exchange for Aster. Finally, something to work with.
I mean, like you said, though, they left Monet solo. He has to TP back to base. His tower is just taking a huge amount of damage off this early Vanguard. Darkseer pushing him out. And that's a Midas for Ramses on a Terrorblade. My God. It's Arteezy's dream.
Why do you go?
What?
Why?
Because look at how rich he is.
Okay. I just figured, like, isn't the whole idea of Terrorblade is that you get some of these earlier stats, you get, like, you know, the faster Yasha and stuff that helps speed up your farm a lot because your illusions are a big part of how you farm.
Look at how rich he is.
Okay.
When you're ahead, you get more ahead, Cap. It's the #1 rule of Dota.
And then when you're behind, you get...
And when you're behind, you need to catch up, so you also gotta go Midas.
Okay.
That's why Midas is never an incorrect choice.
What if you're right in the middle?
Buy it anyway.
Okay. First rotation from Sumail on the Morphling nets them another kill on Miro. Once again, he is kind of being left out, hung out to dry. But he's got a little bit of stacks.
Honestly, I think the only reason I can see Ramsey going Midas is because he's versus Beastmaster.
Oh, so he wants to just like farm the Hawks and the Helmet Dom creeps?
Yeah, if you go in a random fight and you can Midas a boar or Midas the Dom creep, it's just some small extra value that's pretty nice. And he's so far ahead that he's not really going to get punished off this.
Well, what if XXS doesn't go Helmet Dominator at all?
Well, then he still has a Midas at like 9 minutes in the game on Terrorblade. The extra levels are going to be good. You have to remember this item's an XP item too, so some of these heroes, like, there was the debate about, oh, should Nature's Prophet buy Midas, right?
Yeah.
Which I'll get back to as we watch Solo punch Baboka in the face.
The Blood Grenade helps slows them down, punch after punch, and with that extra bit of damage buff, Kiyotaka cleans up the kill. Now, Solo may still be kited out by the boar. No, they don't want to fight this, not with Antares and Kiyotaka. Waiting in
Antares has no mana, though.
Yeah, Antares, that was a very bold push forward. He's going to get glimpsed back, not to the kinetic field, though. And as a result, he's going to get away, and he gets Sumail killed instead. Oh, boy. I don't know. Oh, no! Nine Pandas are going to take some stacks, too?
They are destroying this early game. The lane matchups. Nine Pandas just abused the hell out of him. This Morphling to mid has backfired on Aster. Maybe forgetting what Lina does, as no one has played versus Hero in what seems like months.
I mean, at least Nine Pandas is pretty bad at doing the ancient stacks.
Yeah, they lost the Tombstone.
Yeah.
Otherwise, this would be cleared. XXS, he's checking on. He's like, all right, still there. We've got hope.
Chrono after he uses the Surge, so Miro's not going to die inside the Chronosphere, but he's going to come back with no movement speed.
Oh.
No Laguna Blade, but it doesn't matter. They get the kill on Monet. Still, Miro falls. Kiyotaka is, I'm sure, happy with that exchange. He's
absolutely happy with it. You got to face this Void while he used Chrono. It's going to be so much room on the map right now. I mean, it feels like Nine Pandas can do whatever they want. They want to play greedy. They want to play fast. Take your pick. This is Phylactery Morphling too, a build that we saw be the faster mid-Morphling build. I like Sumail went this because they need some more tempo in this game, but like I said, Pandas can just farm it up. I don't think they're afraid of scaling this game for a decent amount of it, especially given the position they're in with this Terrorblade, who is so damn farmed. I mean, my God.
6,900 net worth at 11 minutes. A hell of a farming performance by him.
Actually playing Diablo 4 right now.
Yep.
Anyway, back to that discussion. There was the debate about should Nature's Prophet carry go Midas or should he not go Midas?
Right, because the levels.
And the ultimate thing that skewed it a little bit for me is like getting levels on that hero was super impactful because his level 20 talent was the Sprout Leash.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, you know, if the farm rate's pretty comparable, getting extra XP to get to a talent that influences the game at a huge degree, that's pretty damn nice. I don't think Terrorblade fits that as much. Like, I don't think Terrorblade has some crazy talent, but his levels are still good in this game because getting extra reflection points is valuable versus the Aster heroes when you have Beastmaster and Veno.
Quick Laguna Blade just to ensure the kill, but Antares is going to get low here and barely finish off by Sumail, but Sumail dies in turn. Cannot morph strength fast enough. And speaking of levels, his levels are playing against him. So many times he's trying to morph strength, but he is not changing fast enough and is getting overwhelmed by the Lina damage.
Kiyotaka just destroyed him. And he's gone for this 4-4-1 build, unlike the old school carry Lina that doesn't level LSA, right? Mm-hmm. These are heavy nukes coming out in the early game. A lot of damage for Sumail to deal with. I would love to see how many blood grenades Solo bought. I feel like this guy buys the most of any player. Just always has one.
XXS slowed down. The rotation for Miro is late here. And even slower. Oh, glimpse back, a free pick off. Static Storm, I guess, is necessary with Kiyotaka around. They want to get the kill quick and clean and go right back to hitting whatever neutrals Sumail wants to hit.
Fast blink for Kiyotaka as well. Almost caught Sumail off guard. Why? Consumable gold. I want the blood grenade count. God damn it. Give the people what they want.
That's true.
I was in the Twitch chat the other day, and I saw thousands, scores of Twitch chatters asking how many blood grenades have been bought in this game. Who will answer the people?
I saw a lot of resident sleepers there, too.
I mean, now we don't need to talk about that. Give the people what they want. I will advocate for them. I am a champion of the people. We have the technology.
What? Dude, Solo.
Top tower is under attack.
This man knows where all the words are going to be. You cannot get away.
Are you accusing him of something?
What? No, I'm
Wouldn't
saying
be the
he's
first.
a very smart and veteran player who's played support for a very long time.
That's very true.
Who's still lucky to be playing.
Under attack.
Wow.
6-11, 5,000 net worth lead for
That's
9
a joke
Pandas.
I would make.
And they've got a arcane rune on Kiyotaka's Lina.
It's going for that bots into the Ags build. This Ags is another factor. I was doing that Dragon Slave math, right? We were up to 465 on the 3.5 second cooldown with a spell amp. 35% spam thrown on top of that. That's juicy. That's putting you up to almost 600 damage Dragon Slaves on an under 4 second cooldown with an Octarine. I mean, whew. And you get a level 20, 11% spell amp if you want it. How far does this Dragon Slave go? Are we talking 700 damage Dragon Slaves?
We might just be.
That actually sounds...
That sounds
That
kind
sounds
of pro.
pretty fun, to be honest.
I mean, there was, you know, every once in a while we would see a magic damage Lina. I remember 9 had a performance on it. Looked really good. There was a couple other players who tried it out. And when it hit like a truck.
I mean, the CIS region was one of the regions who was originally playing that Ags Lina.
Yep.
That was their favorite style.
Smoke's going to break. They're going to use the Surge to help Antares close the gap and ensure the kill. But this is great for Boboka, I think. I mean, you're playing inside the enemy jungle, farming their area, and they had to take 4 heroes and break a smoke gank to kill you.
Yeah, it's great for his team. It's not that great for Boboka.
Well,
I mean, Boboka's 1-6.
Our performance, comrade. Our performance.
Ah, of course. I mean, it is space. Aster, they still have like this pseudo triple carry lineup. You know, like Count Beast is kind of a carry because we can see what this hero does in the late game with the drum build, which XSS is going. So they're finding space on the cores. Maelstrom Void he's a problem for 9 Pandas. They don't really have saves in the chrono. This is a Lina counter. It's a Terrorblade answer in the late game. Let's say he goes in, time dilates the Bat Rider, Undying, and Darkseer, all great targets for time dilation. Destroys them in the team fight, and then all you have to do is Chrono a Terrorblade or Chrono Alina, take them out, and you get a 2-on-1 carry potential. It seems pretty straightforward for Aster in the late game, honestly. Unless 9 Pandas can accelerate this game and just have so much net worth that there's not enough damage that can come out of the Chronos. Then it's a different story.
Yeah.
And of course, Kiyotaka, I mean, he has this bots blink build. Lina is going to be very fast on the map, and it's something you're going to have to think about. She can always blink out of the Chrono attempts. As Aster are looking to contest this Roshan, Tombstone has been dropped. Ramses is meted.
Yeah,
Tombstone's almost out, though.
How do they get in there to deal with the Tombstone?
Well, you let time do the work. It's going to stick out.
It's going to run out, and
They're TP Monet up here. Aster want to commit to this fight.
9 Pandas, I think I have to give up on this.
This is too slow. This is very awkward. Meta's almost out in like 10 seconds as well.
If anything, Aster might be in a position to do Roshan now.
They're in a position to fight.
Oh, they're looping around behind. They've got the kinetic field, catching 2 inside the trees. The vision, they decide against going for the initiation.
I think you wait out this pipe and then you force the fight.
Okay, yeah, more cooldowns.
They are getting so many cooldowns out of 9 Pandas right now. And like you said, they can also just go in the pit with the snakes. It's half on Roshan. That is what they're going to do. Claim a Watcher.
Yeah, Terrorblade's leaving. He's out. The rest of the team is smoked up, yeah, but...
And they see him bottom. The ping immediately comes out, and that is just into the pit. This felt like a miscalculation from 9 Pandas. Now they're going to still try and fight. I mean, Ramses isn't even here.
I mean, they're going to try and maybe steal it. Antares cutting in through the side. Let's see if he got the timing. The Chronos here is going to be used to ensure it. Monet inside of it will be able to finish up the Roshan, get the Aegis, no problem. Solo on the side, high ground Tombstone. Kiyotaka's here. They're going to be able to get the lasso onto the Beastmaster. The follow-up, LSA, stunned, but a really good Static Storm. Even without the kinetic field, it was disruptive enough. And now with the glimpse back, they'll finish off the Bat Rider. Oh, Sumail Lina again, underestimating the power of the Kiyotaka Lina, who comes in and hits yet another LSA thanks to the Blink Dagger, goes for XXS. Vacuum, got him. Another kill, honestly, somehow ends up kind of okay for 9 Pandas.
I still don't know if that's what they wanted out of that exchange, though. But yeah, considering their Terrorblade just went bottom.
Yeah, he was farming the whole time.
Look at a Morphling kill. They will retain the Aegis on Monet, who just went through the gate. He also just bailed on that fight.
I will also
yeah, good luck,
say,
boys.
Yeah.
See you later.
I mean, are you afraid of an Aegis on Faceless Void?
Not the scariest.
Yeah.
But it is a good time dilation game, so there is room for that he can go in, play around time dilation, save chrono, take a longer engagement, be pretty annoying.
Yeah, okay. I can see that.
I mean, 2 lives is never bad.
It's got to be a situation.
You know, I mean, unless it's the 2 lives your dad lived. Sorry, Cap.
Oh my god.
That's why they pay me the big bucks right there.
That took me a second. That took me just 1 second to figure out what the hell you were talking about. 7-15, 7,000 net worth lead, 9 Pandas. I'm going to need to recollect myself after that one. That one got me good.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
It was a good one. Anyway, Aster grouped up here at the top lane, but just Monet left down here. He could do that in part because of his double live.
Yeah, he really likes his fast blink. I think it's something we're seeing more on these supports bat. It used to be like, I'll buy some utility, I'll go some drums, some pipe.
Yeah,
blah,
there's the
blah,
greedy
blah.
ones, Boots of Travel, Octarine.
But now it's just progressing towards, I'm just going to play like a core bat, like old school core bat.
Dire's top tower is
Just get
under
some
attack.
blink, some BKB. Maybe still go with the bots. We've seen that a couple times. Which, it seems nice, because this hero does farm a lot on support. Now, you're out farming Baboka here. Veno, no slouch in his own right, but Baboka just had that 1-6 start. Destroyed his net worth progression, unlike last game where he was carrying a lot of that slack. And quick smoke from 9 Pandas to try and find something on the map. You can always surge the Bat Rider in. Another great initiation tool to bypass the wards and Gale Slow. And another freebie for Kiyotaka as he continues his reign of terror. 7-1. Bots online will TP immediately to the other side of the map and get all the lanes in. 9 Pandas may not have the Aegis, but they're playing like it. Just running Aster around the map, who are still in dodge mode out here. Just playing for the late game and playing for their BKBs. BKB on Monet, a big deal. Crimson Guard on XXS, another very big deal. Need some extra HP to go into these fights right now. This was your Scotty Terrorblade window as well. 9 Pandas. Something you probably wanted to use a bit more, considering you had this Midas build. He's super high level, he's super fat. You have those reflection points on top of everything else.
Well, in a minute and a half, they can maybe put it to use with the Aegis expiring. Crimson Guard, though, now complete for Aster, so that'll help deal with the Terrorblade damage a lot.
I feel like 9 Pandas are in a strong position right now if they want to try and force 5-5. Even into the Aegis, I don't think that Aegis is the end-all be-all. Maybe they're waiting for Kiyotaka Ags. Is a very big deal for the hero, especially with this build. He already has the shard online. So the Lina nukes are going to be hitting hard, and they're going to be hitting fast. And of course, you have the utility from Miro this game. 2 and 3. Much happier with this than the 1 in 10 mag.
Oh, yeah.
0 and 10 mag, whatever happened there. He is tanky, and he's going to provide a lot of sustain to his other 2 ranged cores here. You're going to have to fight through it if you're Aster. You also got to be worried about some vac combos. Like, vacuum into LSA is a real potential. Even just get vacuumed onto a wall under a tombstone is like, it's not a combo, but you just get stuck, can't move.
Arcane Rune for Miro, but the smoke up from Aster, hunting.
The post-Aegis smoke, but it is with that BKB timing for Monet. I mean, they really want the Lina. That's who you want to jump here. Bro. Either that or the Terrorblade if you think you can all in the Terrorblade, but I don't know if they have the damage, honestly. Through the Darkseer support items and the early Scotty, I don't feel like you're killing Ramses here. Claymore, that is for a Satanic here. He's going to get very tanky very fast. And maybe the 9 Pandas are just going to try and hit a window with this 3rd or 4th item on both their cores if they just try and run it down.
Yeah, And it seems like with that item, Ramsey's once again trying to create a frontline presence that allows Kiyotaka an easier time to operate in the back.
Which I kind of like. It does feel like Lina will carry these fights with the damage.
Sure.
You just need to survive on the TB, and you have the utility in the auras to help you do that. All the HP that Ramses get just makes the Glimmer, the Pipe, the Darkseer auras that much better. Because you have something big to buff up. Aster just stuck in the corner of the map, man. Not been able to find any glimpse openings, not a lot of Chronos this game, even with the Beastmaster vision. Again, maybe they're content scaling into this late game. But I don't think it's that one-sided. I really feel like these late game fights, even with net worth lead, are very execution dependent. Maybe you get a normal punch on the Morphling, maybe someone blinks out of a Chrono, maybe you get a big Thunder because you survived the Chrono from the utility. It's a lot of things that can go right or wrong for both teams here. It's not just, oh, we have the ultimate late game power.
No, the heroes are up here, but Aster is setting up decent vision. Boboka?
Oh, he spared him.
Did not want to use the Laguna Blade, wants to save it for a core target instead. Boboka may still get run down. Yeah, the Tombstone's going to finish him off. Primal Roar goes out onto Antares. Monet jumping for it, gets the Chronosphere on him and Miro. See if they can kill Miro as well on this Static Storm, and Kinetic Field will ensure it. But now Ramsey in the fight. And Kiyotaka still playing the edges, waiting for his opportunity to pounce and lay out Laguna Blade. Goes for it now. LSA off the mark. Doesn't hit Monet. That's the target he wanted, so he'll have to content himself with Pichu instead.
That was a Radiant Tombstone. Something else you have to note about that fight. Getting stolen by Sumail there. Huge zoning tool that is always going to be a problem.
Blink. Sumail has more strength a lot here. Waveform up at a second with no Laguna Blade. He has a chance to get out. Goes into the trees.
No TP.
Oh, no TP. Well then, there goes that.
Yeah, Kiyotaka's had his number this entire game, man. This matchup has looked incredibly one-sided. And like we saw there, Kiyotaka, he's just saving his ult for the right target. It's an interesting way to think about the fight. He's just playing off the Dragon Slaves.
Yep.
No, he doesn't necessarily have to just burst somebody for them to win the engagement. He would rather secure the big core kills later on. The Faceless Void, the Morphling. I kind of like that. I think a lot of players would have just Laguna'd there.
I mean, considering how effective his Laguna Blade burst damage is against both Faceless Void and Morphling, 100% that's got to be the play. You're right. Very heads up by him. They get another pick off on XXS and are zooming around the map, both with Boots of Travels, with illusions everywhere, and with Surge.
You gotta keep in mind, when he's in that Axe form, he has extra magic resist too. Selina's not that squishy unless you're beating on her in the Chrono. Which that Chrono was solid from Monet. He caught the Bat Rider on the initiation, and you finish off the Darkseer without Miro getting anything off because Static Storm closes it out. That's like pretty decent outcome for Aster. It's just hard for them to get on these backline ranged killers if they don't have the Chrono, so kind of have to pick your poison. And I was with a stolen Tombstone. I mean, like we're seeing here, you find this Lina, that's fight over. But are you going to find this Lina? That is what the Ramses Satanic build is designed to do. Go in first, help be the front line, create the space, give him the vision. Kiyotaka look at top. Ooh. You gotta be careful there, my man.
Yeah, it could have been a kill. There was a
You
possibility.
might wear the crown, but Molten Fire melts Steel Crown's cap.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Steel?
under attack.
What about Golden Crowns?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Thank you for the chemistry lesson, Avery. 9-20, 14,000 net worth lead for 9 Pandas, and they've got the initiation. Looks like Antares found his opening, and it's on XXS. Once again, they're going to try and blow him up first. Vacuum back in, catches Sumail as well, who quickly has to use the waveform to get out, but Ramses is on the hunt. He starts going around on the side with the Surge, pops his meta, and goes for whatever kills he can get. Thanks to that, they stopped Monet's TP out. They're going to be able to kill him, maybe after he kills Miro. Nope. Oh, jump away just ahead of the LSA, but there's no way Monet gets out of this. Now he TPs, but the Laguna Blade, or excuse me, the Dragon Slave looks like a Laguna Blade with how much damage it does.
Kiyotaka is just doing way too much work in these fights, and it's just way too easy. He's just running over cliffs, seeing everybody. You get the start on a big core target with Laguna, you just back off. He's just resetting all his cooldowns, and there's nobody even close to finding this Lina. The frontliners from 9 Pandas know their job, and they're just running in.
But he stopped moving there in the corner. I thought Monet was TPing, and he got a Yule's canceled, but no. He just wanted to time walk up the high ground, I think, but quickly found that he was surrounded when he came back from the Yule's.
And if you're not taking multiple time dilations in terms of the team fight duration here, I mean, what's the game plan here for Aster? They do not have any firepower to deal with the EHP 9 Pandas are bringing. So I just go back. You gotta smoke and find Lina, man. Roshan has spawned. That will also make their life harder if they decide to put the Aegis on Kiyotaka, which would not surprise me given Ramsey's build.
Yep.
And they will. So now even if you find the Lina, she's coming straight back. This is a window to end the game here if you're 9 Pandas. There's no way Aster are dealing with this Lina twice through all of the front line that you have. It's time to take the fight to them.
How do you hold this if you're Aster?
Prayer.
Don't think they pray much.
Well, your option of going on Lina has been eliminated. So I think you pretty much have to all in Terrorblade, honestly.
Yeah, just trying.
Because he's gonna siege, but
he is 3,200 HP.
Yeah, it's so damn hard.
And they do not have that much magic damage.
He doesn't have BKB though, so what you can chrono him and then storm him
Kiyotaka
after.
tried to catch him. Samael though, after getting taken down by Kiyotaka so many times, nice lasso back over the cliff. XXS, his life is forfeit here. He'll get off a couple more spells before he dies. Did push Solo up to the high ground.
Stolen Tombstone.
Yeah, get a Solo Tombstone. They
Just
are
punch
going to kill that right away because Aster cannot fight into this.
This looks like an impossible engagement. Two-man back into the LSA.
Beautiful vacuum static storm. Nice reactions there to be able to get out on one hero, but Boca still dies. I mean, Monet was pushing out bottom until just recently. I mean, he's got the Chronosphere now. Meta halfway through, but I don't think you can fight.
I mean, who are you chronoing?
Well, again, I guess it would be the Terrorblade, but where's the damage to kill him inside that Chrono?
All right, you got the Lina. I mean, she has Aegis, so you're not going to focus her.
No, you're going to just deal with the Undying and call it quits from there. Backing back onto 3. No LSA, though. Not this time.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And away they go, off into the night, or I guess the day, is 9 Pandas. Never mind, turn right back around. Kiyotaka's like, wait, one more thing. Atari's like, wait, I got another one too. Pulling back Monet. They've already used a bunch of their spells, though, to be able to get that other kill, so no burst potential available for XXS or Monet. And now, maybe Antares has started something they couldn't quite finish.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Either way, they're keeping them distracted. Ramses is bulldozing through these buildings right now.
Daedalus will do that. No cares in the world. They just destroyed Aster in the second game off that mid matchup, man. There was like no way back. They just didn't have enough fighting power. Lanes went too damn well. Ramsey's got too far ahead and not enough gap close for this later pick Lina. Not a hero we've seen a lot, but looked pretty damn strong in this game. Especially versus these two supports. Like Veno Disruptor. They're offering you nothing here in terms of getting on that backline or helping your cores deal damage when it does happen.
Surprise! Got him! Ooh, Samael is going to be real mad after this game. A little eyebrow raise. Oh, well. What can you do, boys? 28,000 net worth lead for 9 Pandas, and what you can do if you're Aster is maybe just go next, because I don't think they can fight this anymore.
Is under attack.
It's looking real grim. You still have a minute 30 on the Aegis here. You know, one more high ground defense. These high ground defenses haven't even been that good for Aster, though, because they don't have the best tools for it, and someone's just getting lasso jumped. Feels like all the damn time, and you're using a Chrono to kill Solo. Gonna drop tunes over the vision. There's the lasso. I mean,
XXS again and again.
Giving it to him.
If he sees XXS, he's gonna use the lasso on him. The Static Storm in response, but most of the heroes are already out. Only person there is the Undying, who's still trundling forward. Brains. He'll collect one. Bobica. Kiyotaka throws out the Laguna Blade. And where is that short cooldown? Dragon Slave, he's being bashed up. He gets it off now, but it's a bit too late. He's already healed up on Pichot. Monet, time walk off some of the damage. Didn't go into the fountain, though. Kiyotaka sees an opportunity here.
No chill.
Kills him before the time walk comes back up. Man's out of control. Still has 40 seconds left on the Aegis.
There's another blood grenade from Solo.
Meanwhile,
like that counter, by the way. Kiyotaka is untouchable, man. Aegis out in 30, that's just going to be a free regen rune.
does Ramses even know these kills are happening? Man is just single-mindedly focused on objectives. He's going to take the Ancient soon.
Well, he'll get killed in Chrono again.
1, 2, a third kill. Kiyotaka does finally lose his Aegis.
All right, Mjolnir. Decent when they're all clumped up like that and stolen
Last note goes
LSA.
out, but they already have the stun onto Kiyotaka. He will not get the chance to get off many spells. Only a Scythe of Ice goes out. Antari's on the run, but they will hold on Aster. No tier 4s, a throne that's damaged, and mega creeps that are going to be marching towards your base.
I mean, Ags finally finished for Sumail, can turn into this Lina, gain some of those abilities back. Remember, he can steal the Ags from her as well off of the Fiery Soul.
Yeah, doesn't it take Spell Amp? It does, 25%.
Yes, you end up with the insane Spell Amp, but of course, Kiyotaka is the king of this game. Still a big kill to get. Is there a 2,400 gold kill going to XXS? Does force a Monet buyback. Nothing you can do about that one. But hey, I mean, you held. That's something, you know?
Yeah. Get to talk about how to play Game 3.
Still some hope in this game.
I would say there's more hope if PCO could get his Aghanim Scepter. Needs another, like, 1,700 gold for that.
That would have helped, yeah. Unfortunately, this game was just not going his way enough for him to get there. He honestly has a decent amount of gold.
Yeah, he does.
Considering the circumstances. But unfortunately, that Ags is on Antares instead, who has 5-slotted this support Batrider.
So the
And has been
mid-morph
getting
lane,
free lassos as well.
interesting, but what's your judgment of it? Like, is it still, you still think it's viable? It just got countered.
Yeah, I think mid-morph lane's fine. Lina is conceptually a terrible matchup for the hero. It's always been like that. He outlanes you can't trade, you get outranged, he out-harasses you, he shoves the wave in, so Lina almost guarantees the runes, which means you kind of have to help Morph, but Morph is a hard hero to help sometimes, unless he's beating up like a melee hero. It's just tough. And then in the fight, he's basically outranging you, so you have to wait for him in to go on him. And I feel like the only way that generally works out for the Morph lane is if you have the carry Morph with Scotty and you can stick on him. The mid-morph doesn't have that as fast, so what are you really doing? And then the second you get stunned by an LSA, all this damage gets output onto you. You have to start morphing. That fight just gets destroyed very quickly. I think it's a matchup issue. And I don't know if there's much Aster could have done to stop it because their side lanes also went pretty bad.
Glimpse back, but Bobuk is already pulled out of position. Does have a buyback. Aster gonna have to pull out all the stops to try and hold yet again.
They're trying all in.
Oh, nice vacuum. Miro's found some great openings. Now, they are going to be able to get past that one. The Chronosphere got laid out, but unfortunately, XXS already died for it. The damage is just too immense. A punch to the back of the head. Sumail, wait for him, trying to get out, but GG is already going to be called. They, of course, have this game well and truly in the bag for 9 Pandas. No doubt about that. Great way to be able to bounce back after a game 1 that was a